Did you know that manipulators and narcissists have hidden strategies that even they probably are not aware of them, but they use them regularly in order for you to lower your self-esteem and self-worth so they can control you more and more, and it's never enough. Let's find out about the hidden signs of manipulators and narcissists. Hello everyone, my name is Kate. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are talking about hidden signs of manipulators and narcissists. And it's not about pointing that out, and even manipulators don't know about, they cannot name these strategies. They just know deep inside that these patterns, these strategies, they work, and they work very well, and they're long-term, but they are willing to wait. But for us, for people who sometimes find ourselves in the relationship with manipulators or narcissists, we cannot recognize them. We cannot identify these signs, so that sometimes if we see that there is a red flag, we still believe like, oh, there is still hope, I can still change someone. So let's talk about these hidden signs. So if you start to notice that there is a toxic person around you, a manipulator or a narcissist, knowing these hidden signs will help you break out of those relationships, or at least become aware of them. Because when you become aware of them, you start to notice them more and more, and you start to get frustrated by those signs more and more. So that's the best part about awareness. So let's talk about hidden signs. Internet and Google has so much information about narcissistic relationship, how to identify narcissists, how to see their behavior. And I'm going to talk about a couple of signs that I didn't find it in every resource, and it's good for you to know that. So let's begin. The first sign of the hidden sign of the narcissist is that they make you wait. They take your time away from you, right? So what they love to do is they make you wait. They make you raise their importance, right? Because they feel like it's like you're standing in line, like you're doing in a grocery store, right? You're standing in line to get something. The same is for their approval. If there is a narcissist or a manipulator, it's like they're making you wait in line for their approval, right? Because that's how they raise their own importance. Number two, with different techniques and strategies, they make you believe that you're not the only one, that you're not the only one, and that you will never be the only one, and that they will always have a plan B, or a person B, or someone else that they can go to. That way, they create urgency around them. They create that exclusiveness. And our mind is wired that we want something, right, that is hard to get, for example. Very often our mind, our subconscious mind, is wired to desire something that kind of is unattainable. So the narcissists need to create that urgency around themselves. Number two, they want your full attention. So they want you to focus entirely on them so that you can forget about your own desires, your own passions, your own hobbies. You need to focus on them, because the more you focus on them, the more energy you give away, the less energy you have for yourself. And that's how they can control you more. The more tired, exhausted you are, emotionally and physically, psychologically, the easier it is to control and manipulate you. So remember that. If a narcissist is coming into your environment, for example, whether you're living with a narcissist or you're working with a narcissist, if they want you to focus entirely on them, there is a red flag. So start to notice that around people that you work with or you live with. Number four, they love to disappear from your life. So for example, if you're dating a narcissist, they love to disappear from your life, to kind of gaslight you, right? Either with words or either with their absence. So it's like you're looking for them, you're waiting for them, right? But they can just, not call you or if you, for example, want something, if it's a coworker or it's a manager, it's a boss, right, and you want something, you ask it a question and you're waiting for the response, they might hang on. They love to keep you hanging with the response. Sometimes we also do that. Sometimes I notice that even after myself, like I sometimes don't respond to the email because I didn't notice that, but that doesn't take off the responsibility for me for not responding. So that's not a really good habit. This is something that I, for example, personally need to work on, to not make people wait, especially if it's something that they really need, or that's the information on the response that they're waiting for. Number 5, they first give you a full taste of your own boundaries. They first full give a taste that you feel around them. You feel like you have your own boundaries. They give you that taste, and then they take away piece by piece those boundaries. Because when you feel okay, when you feel good around them, you take down your guard. And that's all they need. Manipulators and narcissists, all they need is for you to put down your guard, because then you become, like an open book that people can write in. So be aware. Be aware that if someone gave you this full control, right? Or they started to really give you that full freedom, right? Like, oh yes, you can do anything you want. And they really emphasize that you have your own boundaries. But then you notice that slowly and slowly they take those boundaries away. That's also a red flag. This is something that will eventually lower your self-worth and actually, take away the freedom that you like and that you deserve. Number 6, they blame, right? They blame other people and they don't want to take their responsibility. And it happens with a lot of people, not only with manipulators and narcissists, but very often when you are in a relationship with a narcissist, they will come home and the way they talk about other people can give you a big understanding of how this person thinks about you, right? Because if they judge someone, if they criticize someone, if they blame someone, they will do exactly the same with you. If person treats one person like this and another one like this, usually they will blame everyone. So look for that vocabulary. Look and watch their language. And when you find that language patterns, you can start to identify them and you can work with them, or you can eliminate those people from your life. Number 7, they admire to bring people down. You can feel the raise in energy when they brought someone down. And then what they do is they make it better. So for example, they can criticize you or judge you, but at the same time they can say, but I love you, but I do care about you. I want the best for you. So they want to smooth. So they don't want you to feel really bad. They want you to feel bad, but at the same time, they want to understand that, oh, but I take care of you. Oh, but I know what you need. I want the best for you, but I love you. But you're not like them. You're so much better. I know, I believe in you. So if you feel that in the narcissistic relationship, whether it's at work or at home, or anywhere you spend your time, if you feel that, you need to start become cautious. You need to put on your guard. Your inner guardian needs to wake up and really start protecting you. And another 8th hidden sign is for them, for narcissists and manipulators. Every yes has no but or however. So they will tell you, so whenever you share your idea or you ask for something or you negotiate with them or you communicate with them, they will say yes, however, yes, but. So they will keep you in this roller coaster of emotions. They kind of agree with you, so you put down your guard, but at the same time, they will create another suggestion. However, this is not the right thing to do. However, but for the manipulators, there is always yes, but. There is not just, yes, I agree with you, I think it's a great idea. They will always say but or however right after yes, right after agreeing with you. Because that's also a form of manipulation. So what can you do in order to stop being under control of narcissists and manipulators? First, name the things as they are. Name, if the person is a narcissist, they're a narcissist. That's it. If they manipulators, they are manipulators. Will they stop being manipulators? Will they stop being narcissists? We don't know. You don't know. I don't know. No one knows, because it's their inner decision. I remember myself also being in certain situation manipulator, right? And usually I was in a value of victims. I was victimizing myself. That's also a type of manipulation. So, but I didn't realize that at that time. Once I started to learn more about our mind, about our subconscious mind, about different methods of manipulations and control, I started to realize and recognize that, I had that too, right? So very often we also use some of these strategies without even knowing. But that doesn't mean we cannot change them. But you can change it. You can make your inner decision. But that's not your job to change their decision, to change their behavior, or to change their strategy. So drop any hope that you can save them. There is a time for them. There is a hope for them. They will change. I'll just have to wait a little bit. As soon as you tell yourself, I just have to wait a little bit, maybe it will become better. Our mind, our heart is always hopeful. No matter how negative we may be, or how negative our self-talk can be, we usually very hopeful. We usually hope that, maybe it's going to get better. Once a person starts to manipulate you, it's not going to get better. It's going to get either worse, or you're going to stand up for yourself. And yes, it's going to become better for you, not for them. So please seek support. When you are in the relationship with a manipulator or with a narcissist, you need the resources. You need the knowledge. There is no way, because what we don't know controls us the most. What you're not aware of controls us the most. So remember, practice awareness. This is another step that you can do, is practice awareness. Start to notice their language patterns, how they speak, what they do, Start to observe people's behaviors. And in order to do that, you need to be able to observe yourself, to be able to observe how you react, how you behave, how you are feeling. So become more aware. Mindfulness, quiet time, self-reflection. All of this will help you raise your confidence, your self-worth. Believe in the power of your mind. Believe in the power of your mind. Never ever, and I not usually don't like to use that word, but please, in this phrase, I would love to use this word. Never think that it's too late. Never think that it's, maybe it's fair for you or you deserve to suffer. That's just your fate. Never lose hope for yourself. Because when we lose hope, we start to feel like we're victims, which we probably are victims of narcissistic relationship or manipulations. But in the valley of victims, change never happens. Ever. It doesn't happen. Everything is like just degrading, lower and lower. And you don't want that. If you're watching this video, it means that you want the change. You do notice something about the people around you. So you do want to change. So I believe in you. And I hope that you would use these strategies and start to observe other people so that you can notice who deserves to be in your life and who is not worth your time and energy. I love you all. Subscribe to my channel. You'll learn more about how to be the best version of yourself, how to love yourself, how to feel deserving and worthy of everything that you want, because you are worthy. Be healthy, emotionally and physically.